Hi, welcome back to this thing. I have feelings that I want to say, so I'm gonna make a video. um, okay, so this is kind of a weird roundabout story, sequence of events, whatever. But um, long story short, I have post-traumatic stress disorder. Um, I was diagnosed at 16 years old with it, and it was originally from a surgery I had where the anesthesia didn't work correctly. So I was awake but paralyzed for most of the procedure. And then, due to the nature of my disease, I have continued to have a bajillion other surgeries. At this point, I think we're up near 130. But anyway, so each one of those surgeries after the bad one kind of became more and more traumatic. So I feel like part of the issue in my psychological life is this keeps happening so that I don't have time to heal and, you know, move on with my life. So this kind of bleeds into other areas of my life because obviously I'm a little bit more wary of doctors and specialists and everything. I tell every anesthesiologist ever, I would rather not wake up than wake up too soon. And I'm not kidding. Um, I wouldn't be able to handle that again. So, but like I was saying, these feelings do leach into kind of other parts of my brain. So, I feel like my brain is already triggered and already set for trauma. So, I've had so many years of testing and medical procedures done, and I've seen a ton of really great doctors, and I've been to so many good facilities, but I've also had a lot of doctors hurt me in a lot of different ways. So just in general, I'm kind of pick and choosy about what sets me off in a medical environment. One of the things that scares me the most is going to the dentist. Um, I I'm not proud of this, but I like to say I have the teeth of a meth head, and I have the nose of someone who does coke because I have a perforated septum from all my scoping, and then I have the veins of a heroin addict because I've been stabbed so many times with IVs and stuff. Anyway, I don't do drugs, by the way. I don't condone the use of drugs. But my teeth are kind of a mess, and they have been for many, many years. And that is my fault because I didn't brush my teeth. But I just recently found out that apparently the toothpaste is not supposed to burn the ever living shit out of your mouth and tongue. So I just realized I'm probably allergic to toothpaste because every time I use it, it's like unbearable, like slamming my hand on the counter type pain. So, yeah, I just thought that was normal. So I didn't brush my teeth much through my adolescence into early adulthood, which, guess what? It caught up with me. So, the end of 2017, I ended up needing 2 surgeries. It was about 8 hours worth of dental work. I had 1 root canal, like pieces of my teeth had fallen out and the roots were exposed. I had cavities, stuff that a normal person would just go have taken care of. I also literally, I don't think I've had my teeth cleaned in 15 plus years. So anyway, in 2017, my teeth got to the point where I needed to do something about it because they were literally crumbling out of my mouth. So the only route I was able to go was with a full sedation dentist, which is a dentist who uses full sedation. So it's not just laughing gas and it's not conscious sedation. It is full propofol general anesthesia. You are out for the entirety of the procedure. So, like I said, I required 8 hours worth of work. So they split it up into 2 procedures because that's way too long to be under anesthesia for your fucking teeth. That was also insanely expensive, which is great. So, fast forward to now, I still haven't been brushing my teeth as often as I should because, as I mentioned, it burns the ever living shit out of the inside of my mouth. So I'm back to the point where my teeth are starting to fall apart again. So, 2 of them got chipped during a recent surgery. Some of the fillings and in work that the previous dentist did has fallen out. Anyway, so it's an issue that I can no longer avoid, and I've had to deal with now. So how are the two connected? I am no longer living where I was, and I wasn't super thrilled with the past dentist I used. So I've been doing research, and I found a facility nearby that looks really great, and I hope to work with them. They do full sedation dentistry, all kinds of different specialized procedures, and then some. So I called them today, which, because of my PTSD, like literally even just making the phone call, it's been 6 months. I've been working up to make this phone call. And I'm also a millennial, so I just hate making phone calls in general. But this specifically, not only did I not want to have to talk about my PTSD and medical history, but I'm also not looking forward to having to undergo dental procedures in general. So, the end of the day today, bottom line, I talked to 3 doctor's office, 3 dentist's office, talked to the specialists. They were very nice and very understanding, but they're requiring me to see a regular dentist for a referral, which I can see makes sense, except I have PTSD and can't see a regular dentist, which is why I'm going to them. So, luckily enough, I can handle a basic exam. I wouldn't be able to do a cleaning, but somebody just going in to evaluate kind of what needs to be done, I can tolerate, I think. So, talked through the secretary about this, and she gave me the phone numbers for 2 other dentists that are just family dentists she recommends. So I called them, the first one, of course, and they couldn't see me for like 5 weeks. Meanwhile, my teeth are crumbling away day by day. So I called the second one, and she's going to talk to the dentist and get back to me tomorrow. So, to a normal person, that's 3 phone calls, not a big deal. For me, this was a huge event that happened about 2 hours ago, and I'm literally still shaking from. So I had to make 3 phone calls that I was extraordinarily uncomfortable making. I was scared making. 3 times I had to explain my past trauma, talk about the coping mechanisms we've developed, and then explain the dental procedure that took place in 2017. So I had to do that 3 separate times. First of all, it's annoying as shit. Second of all, it's it's just it's stressful, and you feel stupid after a while. Like you shouldn't have to repeat yourself that many times, or that I don't know, but it also affects me in a physical sense as well. Like every time I hung up the call, my fingers shaking and my adrenaline is rushing, and so afterwards my POTS immediately crashed and radar alerted, and I had to lay down. Now I'm hooked up to saline, so I should do better. But so 3 phone calls essentially ruin the rest of my day, because I'm not going to be able to do anything physical, really. I'm going to have to spend the rest of the evening, afternoon, just recovering from the physical toll that this took on my body. And obviously, it just sucks, because it brings up a lot of memories that you don't want to talk about, or that you feel like you've kind of worked through and moved past, which sucks, but that's what it is. And then just the icing on top of the cake, the pièce de résistance, was the one secretary I spoke with could not understand me, and it wasn't a language thing, it was my voice thing. And like I get that over the phone, especially, my voice can be hard to understand. It's very gravelly and monotone and can be hard to distinguish. And I know I'm not the only person who has this problem. My other RP folks out there, you got my back, right? So it's that, again, is just a minor problem that I deal with on a daily basis that I don't think most people would really realize. So, long story short, I'm proud of myself because I made 3 phone calls that were very, very scared. My endocrine system feels like it just got run over by a rhino. My PTSD is pretty high, and I'm pretty sure I'll have nightmares tonight. I feel a little crappy about my voice, brings back memories of being bullied in school and in the fucking workplace. Thank you. You know who you are. But end of the day, I do feel kind of proud of myself too for doing this, even though ultimately it's not resolved and I don't have any appointments. So I'm still gonna have to follow up and deal with this shit. But I made phone calls finally. So that's that. Yeah, whatever. Bye.